Thank you very much for having us. Yeah, this is Chain Horizon, Tarkan, our CEO.
And this is Arslan.
Yes, I'm a co-founder, right, yeah. We have prepared, of course, slides for you, but we think AI is able to create slides in seconds, whatever you want. So it might be much more entertaining if we give you a brief awareness introduction. So let's take an arbitrary guy from here. Not you, you're arbitrary enough. All right. Imagine the following. In a public transport, we met accidentally. You see, I'm working on my mobile, you're working on your mobile, you're low on energy with your mobile, and I can offer you free energy. You need to conclude your work, yeah, to finalize. Do you like? It's just a battery.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good. You would connect. Yes, yes, please do. Here.
I'm still old with the lightning, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, yeah, okay, but you would do. Yeah, okay. Now imagine the following. Yeah, we are doing security awareness. We did this for top management in industry companies. Yeah, this looks like a battery. It is a battery. Yeah, take another cable. It is a battery. It is a battery. I hand it over to Tarkan. Yeah, I'm always checked at the airport because it's too much capacity. Yeah, 3 times charging of a mobile. But this cable is interesting. And this cable is a so-called OMG cable. You know what? There's an operating system included here in the plug. There is an antenna in the plug. This means you can cut the cable. It still can have a Wi-Fi connection elsewhere. For instance, towards Tarkan's mobile phone. And then this system starts, you can cut it, it still works. You put it in the cable, you think you charge, it functions as a charger, cable 2, but it starts to crack your system and enables the attacker via another mobile phone close by or some 20 meters away to break into your mobile phone, to gather all your credentials, to download pictures, to download documents, yeah, to alter your data. So be careful what you're doing. Use your own cables.
Don't plug everywhere.
Exactly. Is this new to you?
And what's the price, Arslan, of this one?
$109. Yes, you can use it. So the other thing where I like to raise a bit of awareness is, I think you got all those base caps. NFT storage is written on it, yeah? Good that everyone knows that you have an NFT storage, that you are in person in NFT storage with all your wallets you have. Yeah, this is one thing. I hand this over like a magician. Yeah. But there's more to come. We have been to events, NFT events, Lisbon, Paris, yeah, and I think you also New York. It doesn't matter right now. But there are so-called side events, and one is called a Punk's Brunch by Yuga Labs, for instance. Now operated by Node, I think, yeah. And people are running around and celebrating. What? What is this? It's a punk.
Yep.
It's a so-called crypto punk. Do you know how much this costs?
Not a shirt, but...
Yeah. A floor price punk is currently at about $210,000. A floor price punk, yeah. This tassel hat, that's a special attribute. I think today morning I saw it at 237,000, and if you take a similar one, because this is a nice looking tassel hat, it's more than $250,000. What do you communicate when you wear things like this on such events? You communicate, it's just straightforward. You communicate, you are a holder of valuable crypto assets. And if there are criminals around, what do they see? Money. It's just money. And this guy is having a mobile phone, a wallet. He can enter such events. I took this as an example, yeah, only by proving ownership of such NFTs. So he's having money. And we have a lot of incidents regarding this, yeah. And we can go for more.
Yep. By the way, someone does have expensive NFTs or crypto assets. No, don't disclose yourself. Just kidding. So actually, so that's why we're here.
Yeah, we can go for more. So
He's going no more physical.
yeah, now it's a let's get physical. You remember the song by Olivia Newton-John, yeah? Do you know what this is? A wrench attack, exactly. How does it work? Exactly. I'll show you how it works. Yeah, I hand over my microphone. Are you willing? You know? Never ever open your wallet in public transport and show wallet. And you carry this wallet around and you show everyone that you are a holder of valuable assets. What do you think happens? Yes? Just to make you aware. What we're doing at Chain Horizon is quite straightforward. We're cybersecurity and information covers not only the virtual. What we're doing is the holistic like to emphasize today. And now I hand over to Tarkan. I hope this makes you aware.
You emphasize all, right? So we're now all awake. So thanks for coming here to see a little presentation about cybersecurity and especially in blockchain in the world of the worldwide, let's call it West. So we actually started with Arslan's awareness, yeah, and then we will come to recent incidents and also some a few years ago. And then we will talk about our solution, what we're building at Chain Horizon, and yeah, to have a look at some frameworks which are already there in the market, but not really in blockchain. Yeah, so I will start with both of us. So this is Arslan. He has an experience of more than 20 years, I think, in cybersecurity. And yeah, me, so we've done both consulting, and then we started our own business at Chain Horizon. And I think that's the next slide. So we founded last year, and we're in Berlin. So for those who come to Berlin, so you can always have a chat with us. So we like to talk about cybersecurity, about crypto things. And we've seen a lot of things, you know, like I think I was starting with crypto in 2017, Arslan, you also the same?
Early 2019, January.
19. Yeah. And we've seen a lot of scams, right? So a lot of people, especially in the NFT area, lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. And actually, that's why we said, like, hey, we need more education in blockchain. So we started the company, and we worked on a framework. So we start with some recent incidents. So back then, there was at the beginning of the year, there was a very big incident. It's from Bybit. You maybe heard about it, the Bybit incident. So it was, I think, 1.5 billion, Arslan.
Billion in US, Milliarden in German.
Yeah, Milliarden. Yeah. And there was actually, so what happened? Do you know this, guys? What happened? Yeah, yeah. What actually happened? Do you know it? Right. Right. So if you work in the blockchain industry, you usually do a smart contract audit, and you think like you're then safe, and that's all secure, and now we can go and publish our smart contract into the blockchain. But this thing that happened to Bybit, so FBI is saying that the Lazarus group is responsible for the hack. So it actually happened by a Web2, you know, let's call it vulnerability. So the vulnerability was in the smart contract, or not in the smart contract, but in the code. And As you mentioned, there was a malicious code injected into the code, and it was from SourceSafe, so from one of the dev operations there, and actually that's not a smart contract bug, you know, and Bybit just missed to do some kind of supply chain or let's say third-party audit, you know, and it happened there, and then we had this 1.5 billion loss. Also the Ronin hack, Arslan?
Yeah, the Ronin hack is part of the history, but it is famous because of the amount of money which was stolen at the end. The target was, as you might know, the Ronin network. Yeah, attacker again, the North Korean Lazarus group. To this group, the attack was attributed. Yeah, so assigned to. They compromised 5 of 9 validator nodes, so the majority. Yeah, at least a 51% attack. Yeah. They used stolen keys, and then they were able to exploit in the bridge contract also, yeah, the money at the end, yeah, the crypto assets. Yeah.
There were several more incidents, right? And maybe very interesting, the recent ones in Paris. I'm not sure if you heard about some of them.
Yes,
the
terrible what happened, yeah. So there I can, just basic math for it, yeah. I hand over my mic again, because it's a bit difficult. You count like this. One of the co-founders of Ledger it was, yeah, they cut his finger to get ransom from the other co-founders. Yeah, they found his wife, as I know. Yeah, I hope the source is valid for that. They found his wife in a trunk of a car. The police was helping to rescue them. Yeah, so real criminality, physical force against holders of crypto assets.
Yep. And it was not the only one. So there were recently, I think in the last few months, also 2 more cases, and especially in Paris. So, but you can think about it and maybe think that will also happen in Germany, right? Because the more the crypto values, you know, rise, the more we will get the targets. And a lot of people in X or LinkedIn, they show everything. So you can get all the information there. You get the wallet addresses. Some people already have their ETH addresses shared, so that's why you might be a target. So, and yeah, kidnapping is maybe the latest trends. What we see here in this chart here, you see also the recent hacks by value is somehow related to the cycles that we have, you know, like every 4 years. We are now coming to 2025. And I mean, the Bybit recent incident with 1.5 billion losses
Already here.
is already there, and
it's
we will have some more.
So yeah, so it will be more.
Yeah, it will be more, and you know, the attacker, they always look for easy money, and especially social engineering is a very good idea, and therefore, you know, you have to be careful with whom you share information. And that's why we have that motto that we say, like, 1 weak link versus all. It's like by nature, you know, like you can have the most secure company, you can have the most secure infrastructure, but when you start with third-party applications and you don't really do the audits there, or you don't do anything about incident response, then you might be also not sufficient with just smart contract audits. You know, that's what we try to make the companies aware of, the Web 2 and Web 3 companies, that you need more security infrastructure, not just a smart contract audit.
Right.
So that's why we say, like, next to the smart contract that you coded, you know, you need some more measures, you need more procedures, and you need technical and organizational measures. So you might be, I'm not sure if you have a company, someone here who has their own company here. Do you have your own company? And you might have some people who are responsible for security, you know, and that's very important, because sometimes you have issues, people conflicting the roles each other, and you might need to check. Or I think the last recent hack of NPM, you heard of the NPM package? So there was a hack of the NPM developer, so the dev account. So he got phished, and by this, they could change the GitHub account and release a new code, whatever it is. And this guy was like responsible for, I think a lot of 1 billion people or installations was there, like one guy, and he's a very, he's just one guy who is responsible for a lot of security in general. So that's why we say like you need more measures and you need a framework. That's why I'm not sure if you're aware with ISO 27001. Maybe Arslan.
I'm aware of that.
You know,
And
too, but the audience.
I can tell you a bit about ISO 27001. That's an international standard which is used by critical infrastructure companies and other companies having the need to prove regarding compliance, regarding real security, that they're doing security in the right way. It covers all the dimensions which you have seen before on the slide, so organizational, procedural-wise, technical-wise, and it is consisting of a very straightforward management cycle, which is used in a lot of management systems. So you have a plan phase, you have a doing phase, a check phase, where you run audits, assessments, and so on. And then you have the correction phase, the act phase to act accordingly regarding your findings. That's called PDCA cycle. This is a structured approach, with a lot of phases, and it contains also so-called control categories, security control categories regarding different aspects. We have seen that blockchain is not covered well enough in this standard. You don't need to run a certified ISMS, but something according to that ISO standard. And the missing security controls regarding blockchain implied that we were developing those controls, and we filled this gap with our company. So what you can get from us is the world of security controls for blockchain technologies regarding this ISO 27001 standard for information security management systems.
So we were actually looking at the ISO 27001 framework, which we know very well, and we said like, hey, these measures are good, but not enough for blockchain companies. So when you have a Web3 company, then you might have a look at these blockchain controls. And these are open, we just publish them, and you can all have a look at it. The implementation phase is, of course, one of the hardest one, because you need some more, controls, measures to fulfill them. But actually, some things like, you might have to know something about multi-signature. So you might have to know something about audits in blockchain, And that's why we said like, hey, we need these blockchain controls. In total, these are 12 categories, and we have 25 controls. And you can have a look at this at our homepage. And we will not go through every one of them, but you see a lot of stuff here with focusing on crypto and key management, which is very, very important, because if you do crypto, you have a smart contract, you have people having access to the keys, who are the persons and where do they live. Maybe you hired someone from another country and you might not have seen them in real. Some people see them like today, the first time in real, that's very, very important. So we develop these controls, and we're also trying to publish them or push them through the Bundesblock, right. And try to make them a real policy.
Okay. How long can we do in blockchain without having the right security in place? Perhaps you can jump to the next slide. And here's our argumentation base. First, we say industry intensifies the usage of blockchain technology. We are all here. We know that blockchain is now coming. It's implemented. Infrastructure is built up. Several layers are built up, depending on the blockchain world. The threat landscape is obvious. I think you can read all the media on your own. If you don't want, ask ChatGPT and summarize all incidents of the last week regarding blockchain technology. You will get a summary. Integration of security from the beginning on. So a lot of managers do think you can add security later on. This is partially indeed possible. But most of the basic aspects are design aspects and architectural aspects. So you need to do security in the thinking of the development teams from the beginning on. This is where we can also help, because we provide the right security trainings, also regarding, for instance, Web 2 and Web 3 implementation parts. Yeah? So this is what you need to do, security by design. Yeah? Managing security with basic ISMS functions. Like I said before, there is no need to go for the full scope of an ISMS, Information Security Management System, that you're certified at the end. But there is a need, a basic need to do the basics. Yeah, and a lot of companies are not doing the basics. Yeah, and it cannot be that a CEO of a company, yeah, accumulating, yeah, in a treasury hundreds of ETH, yeah, but he's running this on his own notebook or wallet. He's having all the keys which are important, and then, oh surprise, surprise, he can be compromised. Yeah, so there is a need to do basics at this point. Yeah. Then we have missing blockchain-related security controls and the standards. There are none. Yeah, we found this gap, we filled this gap with our approach, and then at the end you have a better situation, yeah, to work from. Yeah. What we like to do now, and there are two more aspects, but I saw the time limitation. What we like to do is, I'm sure you do have Ethereum wallets. And we have prepared a free mint for you. Yeah, so we run externally 20 GPUs, yeah, to produce a very nice animated NFT for you. But this NFT, it's not looking good, yeah, only. It is an access token, so it's a soul-bound, wallet-bounded token. And you can use this token to acquire, for instance, our slides from today. Yeah, so there is the link in the QR code to the minting page. You can mint this NFT for free, only the gas fee. Yeah, I don't know, 15 US dollar cents or something right now. Quite cheap, yeah. So for zero, yeah. And then you can use on our homepage, claim your benefits. There's a link, and you can claim the slides. And please go for it. Yes, there's a limited number of 98 left. Yeah, one is at Tarkan's wallet and one is at mine.
The way, guys.
So
the slides are just, you know, a giveaway, but we really want to have you get access to security topics. You know, you will get access to our security dashboard, which we're already working on. So this is the first thing is the presentation, but you will get, you know. Yeah,
there will be more content later on available, but we start with something. Yeah, so, yeah, right. So.
No.
No. It's no fishing. It's no fishing. Tarkan promised me that we will have time outside after the presentation, and we will help you with that, and we will answer, of course, all your questions. Yeah.
Just take your, you know, trash wallet, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Don't worry. No. Yes, that's it. So, thank you very much. No, I think the time is also over, and we'd like to discuss more with you guys. Thanks.
Thank you.